B, stay there. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm trying to find a technique for doing this pick and place by myself. With IME here yesterday, we were able to get a whole bunch of stuff loaded on the mountain escalator and up to the top. And now I'm just trying to see if, without moving the excavator too much, can I just use the bucket and the boom and somehow place as many logs as possible up in this bird's nest. Well, it's not as quick and easy as I would like. Each piece seems to be taking several minutes. I haven't timed myself, but 3 to 5 minutes for one piece of wood. Now, the good thing is, this isn't an everyday task. I've just got in the case of this particular size, I've just got 13 or 12 or 14 to put up here, so that's like an hour's work to get them all moved. And I'm doing it alone, and as you can see, there's very little lifting. I have to be careful about the bucket because everything can fall out of the bucket quite easily. I'm just right at the tipping point, just below the tipping point. And so it seems to be working so far. Okay, well, I've dropped 2, and I can already hear the armchair critic saying, why don't you tie it to the bucket? I know there are a whole bunch of different possible interim solutions I could take. Right now I'm really testing the process. I'm trying to minimize the amount of time it takes to move. And even when I dropped one and had to get out of the cab, go down, pick it up, reorient it, put it up there, it took less than 5 minutes. So less than 5 minutes for one stick. But yeah, there's got to be a better way to do it. Okay, so there's a couple of things that maybe aren't obvious on first glance. One, I've got B, my dog, running around, sometimes getting underfoot, and it scares the hell out of me to think of one of those timbers crashing down and her underneath. So, you know, having her up here is just a little extra challenge. I don't like doing it all the time, but sometimes I have to. And luckily, she understands the sit and the stay commands quite well, but still, if I'm a little bit further away, she wants to come closer. So, second thing is, before I even started with this loading up on this bird's nest platform, I went underground and I put two more vertical supports in there. You know, there's the galvanized pipe fittings are pretty secure, but of course they're prone to slippage. And so having four of these unmovable steel supports it brings me a whole level of confidence higher. As you can see, I've got what is it? We've got 12, 13 there. That's a lot of weight already right there, and these are only the 4x6s. I haven't brought up any 6x6s, so I hesitate to load this up. I'm going to definitely put more on here, but yeah, the weight thing concerns me, even though I've got the supports underneath. That's enough, you know, checking the process for today. I'm drenched. When is this weather going to turn? It is baking hot and like a sauna here. So B and I just got up to the mountain again. I knew there's a possibility of rain today, but it was still sunny when we left Shimoda. We're about a 20-minute drive from the house in town. And yeah, it's raining again here. I don't think it's gonna last, so I'm just gonna sit in the truck and review the cut list and get up there right away. Looks like it's gonna be another one of those days, rain and sunshine mixed. Not a great day to be out here with pen and paper. My goal is to try and mark all the lumber that I need for the 4 bents. That's the most important first build after I put the sills down. The sills I got, and we'll get them out and get them cut very soon. Maybe not today, but very soon. It's just the 4 bents now that I got to prepare for, so I don't get the wood buried under a whole bunch of other deliveries. We got a little bit more rain than Shimoda. Must have rained through the night because the hammock is soaking wet and the towel that I left in it is soaking wet also. The table is wet also, so let them out to dry a little bit. The sills, the 20 sills, these are 2x6s. I would say true 2x6s, but they're actually bigger than true 2x6s. He left me a little bit to plane if I want to. So the cedar ones are stacked right here. The hinoki ones are stacked down at the mountain escalator loading dock. So I got to bring those up. Okay, these ones here are the 4x6 girts, and I will need 9 of them. Shoot, I don't have my drawing with me. I need 12 of them for the main build, and I've got 13 here. So I'm going to mark these in red. Okay, the tie beams. These are 6x8s, 4 meter long, and there are 9 of them. Those are these ones right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we need those. irritated with myself when I was loading an extra bit of lumber here. You know, cedar is pretty soft, and I managed to gouge out a pretty big chunk. You know, 3/4 of an inch of wood anyway, and that means I'll have to, you know, hide this corner, turn this in, put another poke right there. You know, moving this stuff around with the excavator. I mean, I need the excavator because these things are so heavy, but the excavator is not, you know, not for fine surgery. So today is going to be a moving day. We're going to move lumber up, prepare all of the raw materials for the 4 bents and all of the sills. The sills will go in first, the bents will go in second. Sills will be cut and assembled first, and the bents will be cut and assembled second. Pile here down at the first level parking, everything has to go up to the top for the bents. So now what I got to do is just go up top, figure out a place to put them all separately where I can grab one at a time from 3 different sizes and make use of them. I don't want to put all of them on the bird's nest platform because that's just, I think, way too much weight. So I'm going to have to stack some of them on the loading zone at the top of the mountain escalator, somewhere where I can easily pick them with the excavator and move them up 1 level. Okay, I got half of them done, and it's lunchtime. This isn't hard work. It's monotonous more than anything. Even for one person, it's just not that difficult. It's just boring. What is hard is the weather still. Today is not so bad, but yesterday it was 35 degrees with 90% humidity. I didn't come up to the mountain. I was actually afraid to go outside. So summer has not yet finished. However, next week is supposed to be rain. Today is Saturday. Next week is supposed to be rain on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And the temperature is going to drop from 35 to 25, which is great. I look forward to that. I've had enough of the midsummer-like heat, and I just want to work and not be drenched in sweat after 15 minutes. So I've got a convenience store lunch today, and the first thing is pickled vegetables. Ooh, I like these: radish, cucumber, and carrot. in Japanese culture, these are refreshing in the middle of the summer. Main course today is cold noodles with kimchi and roast pork. Yeah. All right, let's mix up the noodles a little bit. Oh, I think I've said before, September is spider season in Shimoda. They come out in full force and cobwebs everywhere. And there have been days when I've taken 3 or 4 full cobwebs to the face. The veg, cucumber, kimchi, roast pork, some sprouts, and a half a hard-boiled egg. Ooh, ooh, tasty, tasty. That is good. Looks like Bee's got a praying mantis. Don't hurt him, Bee. Don't hurt her. You play nice. Good girl. Well, I got half of the lumber required for the 4 bents moved into position. I got all of the lumber from the lower parking area up here now. And you can see the 6 meter lengths are really, really long. So that one I just kind of plopped down there. Each bent, so I have to build 4 bents, if you'll recall from the design discussion. I have to build 4 bents, and each bent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Actually, I think 7, because the top one may be spliced. But I decided that while I'm moving lumber, I might as well get 7 pieces of one bent up here in the bird's nest so that it's easily accessible for when I start working on it in a day or two. However, I decided that at the last minute, and I had 2 of the 6-footers in the slings already, so I've got 2 of them there. But what I'll do next day, when I'm bringing up all the rest of the lumber from the roadside down at the bottom of the mountain escalator, I'll bring one more piece of the 5 or 6 pieces, and I'll put one each of them right there, so I can have all the material for one bent right there. And then I'll just kind of cycle through them and do bent 1, do bent 2, do bent 3, do bent 4. So the sun came back. The rain, the little downpour didn't last more than a few minutes. You can see we got some great sunshine up there. Bea and I both got a little bit wet, and she got a little bit muddy. She just had a bath yesterday, so I'll wash her feet tonight. Yeah, I've got still some work ahead of me, some preparation work ahead of me, but we'll be cutting very, very soon. Thanks for hanging around.